I'm Suman. I work in the product strategy team. I'm the senior product manager for mobile, and I look after all the mobile platforms at Cleartrip. I would say there are like a couple of things that are like extremely exciting about the role. So one is the freedom I get about doing things that would make like travel simple. So I can take an idea and kind of take it from ideation stage right to execution, and there's not a lot of, as long as it makes sense for the product, it makes sense for the business, there's a lot of freedom that we get from senior management, from the development team, from everywhere to kind of get that product out, that feature out. And the second thing is absolute relentless focus on users, right? So in a world where everyone is basically shutting down their mobile site, we just relaunch their mobile site. So that relentless focus on what the user wants and giving the users the right choices, that's what like is very, very exciting about what I do here. So mobile is changing the world, right? We've moved on from desktop to mobile, and Cleartrip has been like on mobile for like since 2010. So that's 5 years on mobile. So we've been redefining how a mobile experience for a travel site should look like, right? If you pick up any app, a lot of the apps today, and you'll absolutely find similarities with Cleartrip, and that kind of like it flatters us, right? So that means that we're doing something right. And that's just basically the beginning of it, right? So we're looking at a lot of things, we're thinking very differently from the desktop world and bringing in new products that's just made for mobile. And just wait for a couple of months and you'll see what it means in terms of changing the world. The top thing that comes to mind is basically transparency. So if you can just look around, there's no cubicles, right? So it's very, very open. So you can just stand up and see everyone in the office. And that's like a unique layout, and that's something that has come down from our founders, and that's how every office of Cleartrip is basically, right? So you can just walk up to anyone in any team and just discuss whatever you want. And especially in my role, there's a lot of people I have to interact with, right from customer service to like senior management, and everyone is like open, and it's very easy to reach everyone. So this accessibility, this openness, the transparency in terms of culture, in terms of like talking to people, that's like what's like the best thing about Cleartrip. About the people, it's probably a culmination of all the things that we have been talking about so far. So in terms of transparency, I can just walk up to Subba or Sam and just basically talk to them about how the business is doing, what's the direction the business is going to take, and they're like more than willing to sit and talk about it, right? The other thing is like it doesn't really feel like office, right? So yeah, it's like cliched. We eat together, we party together, and I'm not talking about the regular parties that we have anyway, but it's like we go out ourselves, party, and then there's like lots of fun events that are there, and everyone basically joins it. There's no one who is basically like not part of it. So future is absolutely exciting, right? So everywhere you can see like everyone is focused on mobile, and at Cleartrip also like mobile is like the top priority. And when personally I am kind of leading a mobile platform from a product standpoint, it's like absolutely exciting, and like there's unbelievable amounts of things that can be done that we have not even started doing. So we've already reached probably the tier 1, tier 2 cities, but the traffic that we're seeing are coming from tier 3 cities. They have a very different and unique requirements. They'll have different ways of using the app, using their devices, and to make an app that works equally well for them as it does for someone in a big city is the challenge that kind of get us going every day. Future is there to be made, right, on mobile, and there's no travel app that has like cracked this so far, and we are like there and we're working on it. So that's like a huge challenge that we have taken ourselves to do like solve, right? And besides, there's like hackathons, business idea contests, there's cricket, there's parties, that like everything else along with the work. So there's no reason you should not come and join us. What makes me super? Okay, so I guess it's kind of my love for technology and products, and like spend time and day spending time with mobile apps, and basically I like to explore the world of technology, and basically that kind of keeps me in the forefront of what's new, what's coming next, to kind of predict what's going to be the next best like great experience on a mobile app, right? So I think that's what makes me super. So come join Cleartrip and stay super.